Welcome to this new video. In this video, we will explore a new concept, which is Tailwind state variants, such as hover, active, and focus, and we will learn the classes responsible for these states. You won't need CSS values to add styles for these states. This is also one of the advantages of Tailwind CSS. So the first thing we will start with is the hover property. For example, we have this simple button. As you can see, we gave it some styles, a blue background, white text, some padding, and rounded corners. Now, if we want to add a hover effect, like changing the background color to red when hovering, the process is simple. We just add a class called hover, followed by the property. In this case, hover bg red-600. As you can see, when we hover over the button, the background color changes to red easily. If we also want to change the text color on hover, we can use hover text green 800. As you can see, when we hover, the text turns dark green. If we want a lighter green, we can use hover text-green-100. And as you can see, the text becomes light green on hover. We can also control the font. For example, hover font bold. And as you can see, when we hover over the button, the text becomes bold. And this applies to all properties. Anything you want to change on hover, you simply add hover before the class. Now we move to a new property, which is focus. And just like hover, you simply add focus, followed by the class. As you can see in this example, the same rule applies to all properties. You write focus, and then the style you want. When I click on this button, the styles change. So the process is very simple. And the same applies to all other properties. You simply add active, followed by the class you want. Now we have another useful state, which is active. And just like the others, you simply write active, followed by the class. As you can see, it changes the color to brown or yellow, depending on the class you choose. When I press and hold the button, the color changes. This is the active state. So to summarize, for focus happens when you click or tab into the button when it receives focus. Active happens when you press and hold the button, and that's the active property. So we have another state here, disabled. If you want to control the styles of a button when it is disabled, you simply write disabled, followed by the class. As you can see with this button, make sure the disabled attribute is actually added to the button. If we remove it, the styles go back to normal. When we add the disabled attribute again, the disabled styles appear. For example, when the button is disabled, we set the background to gray, we set the cursor to not allowed, which gives this not allowed cursor style, and we also set opacity 50, which makes the button look dimmed. And we can also define a specific style for each state. As you can see in this button, we can add styles for hover, focus, active, and disabled. To make it clear, let's change the background colors. Hover, red, focus, green, active, brown. As you can see, when I hover, the background turns red. When I click focus, it turns green. When I press and hold active, it turns brown. So I think the process is clear and very simple. You just write the state class name, like hover, active, focus, or disabled, and then add the style you want. It's very easy and gives you full control over states. You don't need CSS to define styles for each state. That's all. If you liked the video, don't forget to click like and subscribe. And if you have feedback, leave it for us in the comments. See you next time.